Now, I will say, this truck has proven to be invaluable for a lot of things that I use it for. And I'm grateful for it. But modern diesels, as good as they are, and this particular Ford, the 6.7 is a pretty good diesel in my opinion, it requires DEF.
DEF.
That's right. Diesel exhaust fluid, which is basically ammonia that you got to put in there for the whole EPA thing. I've already had one DEF assembly go bad because of a problem that Ford had with it. And you know what? I had it replaced, paid for it myself, and I just got a couple of days ago in the mail an extension to the warranty because of a recall on the DEF assembly units, the heating element and the filter and all that stuff. So now I've got to go argue with my local dealer about getting reimbursed for that, because Ford said they would honor it. I just don't know if my dealer will. What a hassle. And then you start up your motor, check your exhaust fluid. Exhaust fluid under half full. Well, that can't be because I just put 2.5 gallons and it's a 5-gallon tank. That means it's half full. Welcome, friends. You're in my bathroom now. So we were putting DEF in the truck and taking a journey into town because we were under the impression there was, at our pharmacy that we go to, they had a disposal site for spent or out-of-date pharmaceuticals. They didn't have it. But they did give me something. A couple of these little packets from Dispose RX and instructions on how to dispose of these things in your home. Now, I've been told my entire life, don't flush the stuff down the toilet.
I don't flush.
I don't flush.
I don't flush.
I don't flush.
We don't flush either.
Don't put it down the drain. You know, there's a proper way to dispose of medication. Well, then I went looking at the FDA site, one of those, 3-letter organizations that the US government has. And the information is a little conflicting to me. But they do say you can flush if it's on the flush list.
An example of a medicine on the flush list is fentanyl transdermal system, also known as a fentanyl patch, which contains an opioid. If a drug take-back program is not available, flushing medicines on the flush list helps keep everyone in your home safe by making sure these powerful and potentially dangerous medicines, when used inappropriately, are not accidentally or intentionally ingested, touched, misused, or abused. Remember, don't flush your medicine unless it is on the flush list.
And they give a whole list of drugs. One of them is, believe it or not, hydrocodone acetaminophen. You can flush it. They say that the risk by putting this stuff in the surface water, the groundwater, or in the treatment plant is far lower than somebody accidentally taking a drug that they shouldn't take. So if everybody did that, would the water get contaminated? The FDA says, no, not significantly, which makes you wonder about some of the other things. Even the EPA agrees with the FDA. Makes you wonder about a bunch of things. Here's something here, lisinopril. We had some family member left that accidentally. That's for high blood pressure. And then I've got standard ibuprofen. These things, the hydrocodone and the ibuprofen, you can just safely flush. I didn't know that, and I'm not too comfortable with that.
I don't flush.
But I'm not too comfortable with the process that we're going to go through either. And the lisinopril is not on the flush list that I could find. I may be wrong, but I just couldn't find it. And so this, the FDA has an approved method. You mix it with dirt or coffee grounds, and put it in a plastic bag and throw it in the trash.
If your medicine isn't on the flush list, dispose of it at home by mixing it with an unappealing substance like dirt, cat litter, or used coffee grounds in a sealed plastic bag, and put the sealed bag in your household trash, and scratch out any personal information from the label.
That's all you got to do. I thought that was odd. And then my pharmacist gave me this and said, no, use this instead. So, you know, conflicting information. What I thought I'd do is I've got a chemical experiment I want to do. I'm going to read this to you. We're going to do this right here in the bathroom sink and see where we go with this. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. Okay, so Dispose RX chemicals at home drug disposal. Let's zoom in here a little bit. There you go. Add warm water, or warm tap water until vial is up to 2/3 full. Empty contents into vial, replace cap and shake for 30 seconds, then discard in trash. Do not consume. Makes sense to me. Let's get that water warm. It's gonna take a while. We'll be right back.
My little boy.
What are you out of your mind?
Oh yeah, nice and warm. I'm going to use this ibuprofen bottle as my vial, and then I'm going to dump all this other stuff into it, and then shake it up in here. This ibuprofen expired in 2008, so I don't know that that's going to be all that effective. It's got about that much, I don't know, it's got 30 tablets in there or something. So I'm going to take all the drugs. I'm going to dump that in there. Take that. Dump that in there. I'm going to take this one. Wow. Kaiser Permanente. Yeah, that's out in California. That's how long we've had this. How old is this drug? Can you see that? May 07. Okay, old stuff. Probably still give you a high. All right, as I read the instructions, it tells me add warm tap water until vial is 2/3 full. Here we go. Gonna add that water. Yeah, it's to about right there now. A little more than 2/3 full. Let's just put that down there. Now the packet here, can you read that? At-home site of use disposal solution. That's all it really says. But it does say this. Oops, let's see. Look at it this way. Add warm water, 2/3 full, empty contents, and then shake and discard in trash. I just want to see what it does. I'm just going to cut it. This must be some sort of neutralizing agent. I suppose we could just toss this in the trash. I gotta find out what this neutralizing agent is.
Cross-linking polymers that render the drug unretrievable for all practical purposes.
Okay, now stick the cap on there. Set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Counting down.
Oh, it had some gas in there. Oh, look. Can we get a close-up of that? It all kind of turned orange. Very interesting. Do not drink, do not consume. I'm just going to go throw this in the trash. Okay, now that that's all thrown away, let's look up online and see what's in this stuff, shall we? Okay, so I looked up on the Dispose RX page, and they evidently have a patent, and the US patent number is 10 million, that one. And so then I go to the patent office, and I found their patent. And so let's scroll down, and let's see down here. 0025. So it's paragraph 25. The method of delivery includes packets that contain powdered cross-linking polymers. I looked up polymer because the video said it had polymer in it. And these packets are opened and the powder contents are added. When water is added to the vial, the contents are shaken vigorously for 30 seconds. It starts the dispersion and dissolution of drugs into the matrix that rapidly solidifies into a biodegradable sequestering gel,
being sequestered in cross-linking polymers
from which drugs cannot be extracted or leach into the groundwater. The container is then thrown into the trash. Okay, I don't understand the science behind all that, but if it's a polymer and it's biodegradable, wouldn't the drugs get leached out? But it says it won't leach out. So there's a clump of plastic, polymer, stuck in the ground forever, I think. I don't fully understand, but that was the way I was instructed to do it. And so I'll do it. Those of you that have any experience with Dispose RX or anything like that and disposing of drugs, let me know what you know down in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, that's all I had for you today. Just a quite interesting ride. Had to fix the truck. Got to put ammonia in the truck and polymers now in the ground. Isn't that exciting? We live in very exciting times, folks. I love you. Don't forget, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below if you know anything about this. And if you have questions about it, I can maybe do a little bit of research, or maybe you can answer if you have answers. Other people's questions, that would be cool. Get a conversation going down in the comment section, would you? That would be cool. And if you're not a Patreon patron, pull the trigger. Help me out. All right. I love you guys. We have more videos coming up. It's been kind of an interesting time for YouTube. So bear with me. We got some stuff coming. We'll experiment with a whole bunch of other stuff. I love you guys. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God.
Almost immediately, you will no longer feel or hear the pills rattling in the bottle.